first grade scientists. Welcome back to Science with Mrs. Miller. And today in lesson 9, we will continue our conversation about the external features of animals. Do you remember what that word external means? Call it out in 3, 2, 1. On the outside. That's right. When we talk about external features, we're talking about animals' features that are on the outside. And today we will be specifically focusing on animal feet. Now you're probably thinking like, animal feet, how boring. How much is there to say about animal feet? But did you know that an animal's feet sometimes gives the animal certain, you could almost think of them as like superpowers. Animals have amazing things that they can do, all because of their feet. So let's get started by looking at some animal feet. We're going to play a little game called Whose Feet Are These? So I'm going to show you some pictures of feet, and I want you to try to guess who the feet belong to, which animal the feet belong to. So take a look at these feet. Whose feet do you think these are? Call it out in 3, 2, 1. Let's see if you're right. These feet belong to a kangaroo. Now just take a look at these feet. What superpower do you think these feet could give the kangaroo? What can having this external feature of these feet, examine them closely. You can look at them here too. The feet and the legs. What do you think it helps a kangaroo to do? Would you please turn and tell the person next to you? You have 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, I'm not going to tell you because in just a few minutes we will be reading a book about these different animals and the types of feet that they have. So you'll learn soon. I'm going to just keep you in suspense for a little while longer. Now, whose feet are these? Call out your guess in 3, 2, 1. See if you got this one. These feet belong to a housefly. You ever seen a housefly before? What superpower do you think these feet give to the housefly? Turn and tell someone near you. If you're at home, you can talk to a family member or your imaginary science partner. If you're at school, talk to someone sitting next to you. You have 10 seconds. Share what superpower you think these feet give the housefly. Okay, let's see what the next one is. Whose foot is this? I'll be really impressed if anybody gets this. I would not have gotten this. All right, call out your answer in 3, 2, 1. This foot belongs to a green basilisk lizard. If you said lizard, I'll give you credit for that too, because you've probably never heard of a green basilisk lizard, but take a look at what it looks like and what it's doing. So what do you think, how do you think the green basilisk lizard's feet help the lizard? What superpower do you think it gives the lizard? Go ahead and share with someone near you. You have 10 seconds. All right, what about these? Whose feet are these? Call out your guess in 3, 2, 1. Did anyone guess a cheetah? These feet belong to a cheetah. And here is a cheetah in action. So Now turn and tell the person next to you, what superpower do you think the cheetah's feet give the cheetah? You have 10 seconds. All right, and our last animal, whose feet are these? Take a guess in 3, 2, 1. Let's see, did anyone guess a wolf? Well, these feet belong to a gray wolf, a special kind of wolf. And the gray wolf lives in cold regions. So now turn and tell the person next to you, what superpower do you think the gray wolf's feet give to the gray wolf? 10 seconds. All right, thank you for sharing, everyone. Now we're going to go on to read this very fun book. It's called What If You Had Animal Feet? And I thought it might be fun for us to play a little make-believe. As we read about the different animals that we just saw, the animals whose feet we saw, and we guessed on which animal they belong to, we are going to imagine what it would be like to have those feet ourselves. Can you picture that? This is going to be so fun to think about, right? So listen very carefully. I'm going to pause along the way to let you use your imagination, let your imagination run wild and picture what it would be like to have feet like these animals. I'm not going to this is a read aloud done by somebody else. I'm not going to play the entire book because it is rather long, but if you would like to hear the rest of it after this lesson, you can click on the blue button up in the top right-hand corner and you can listen to the book in its entirety. It is a great book, but it's also very long. So I thought that we would just listen to the parts that talk about the animals that we already spoke about. The kangaroo, the housefly, the green basilisk lizard, the cheetah, and the gray wolf. Without further ado, let's get those listening ears ready. Turn up the volume. Stretch them out wide. Whoop. I think you're ready for listening.
Hey guys, today we're going to read What If You Had Animal Feet? What if one day when you woke up and climbed out of bed, the feet you planted on the floor weren't yours? What if overnight a wild animal's feet took their place at the end of your legs? Eastern gray kangaroo. An eastern gray kangaroo's hind feet are super big. Just the sole of an adult's foot can be 18 inches long. Big feet help a kangaroo jump about 30 feet in a single hop. Each huge jump means a kangaroo can cover a lot of ground fast. Fact: Eastern gray kangaroos live in groups called mobs. When one kangaroo senses danger, it thumps its hind feet on the ground to warn the others. If you had eastern gray kangaroo hind feet, you'd be able to jump up as high as 6 feet, so you could reach high shelves with ease.
Whoa! A kangaroo's feet allow it to jump up 6 feet in the air? Oh my goodness, that is so high. So now imagine that you have kangaroo feet. What would you do with those kangaroo feet? Take a look at this illustration here. Look at how this girl in this illustration is using her kangaroo feet to reach items all the way up on the top shelf at the grocery store. How would you use that superpower? Right now, I want you to turn and talk to the person next to you and share what you're thinking. Ready, set, share. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. All right, excellent job, everyone. Let's keep listening.
Housefly. A housefly's feet have tiny claws for gripping. Plus, they have foot pads covered with hair-like parts that give off a gluey substance. So a fly sticks where it lands, even upside down on the ceiling. Fact. A housefly's feet are also covered with sensors that act like your tongue's taste buds, so a fly can taste what it steps on. If you had housefly feet, you'd be a basketball superstar. You could run up the wall and across the ceiling to drop the ball through the hoop. You'd never miss a shot. Green.
So now picture yourself with the feet of a housefly. What types of things would you do? You could see here in this illustration, this boy is able to walk on the ceiling of the gym and drop the basketball right into the hoop. I'm thinking since the housefly is able to taste with its feet, I might walk on some pies or something, or walk in some ice cream to taste it with my feet. That might be sort of fun. Turn and tell the person next to you what you would do if you had the feet of a housefly. Ready, set, turn and talk. One, two, three, eyes on me. All right, let's see what's next.
Green basilisk lizard. A green basilisk lizard's back feet have long toes fringed with skin. This fringe spreads out when it slaps its foot down. When it slaps its foot on water, air becomes trapped under each toe. And when it runs fast, this keeps the lizard on the surface for at least 15 feet. Fact. When it sinks underwater, a green basilisk lizard's fringed toes become great swim fins. If you had green basilisk lizard feet, you wouldn't need a bridge to cross a stream, and you'd be on the other side in no time.
Now it's time to play make-believe. So imagine that you have the feet of a green basilisk lizard. What would you do with your special new feet and your special new ability to be able to run across water? Turn and tell someone near you. Ready, set, turn and talk. One, two, three, eyes on me. Let's see what's next.
Cheetah. A cheetah's foot is made up of soft pads, a center one, and toe pads, plus nails. Shaped like that, it has a new name. Instead of a foot, it's called a paw. A cheetah's paw pads are tough and rigid like tire treads, and the cheetah's sturdy nails act like cleats, so its paws kept it from slipping during super fast sprints. These amazing paws help a cheetah run as fast as 70 miles per hour. That's faster than any other land animal. Fact. A cheetah's pattern of foot pad ridges are as unique as a fingerprint, which means no two cheetahs have the same paws. If you had cheetah feet, you'd be on time for school every day because you'd always catch the bus.
So, wow. Can you imagine having the feet of a cheetah and being able to run 70 miles per hour? That's even faster than your parents are allowed to drive. That's super fast. So picture yourself with cheetah feet and think about what you would do with your new superpower being able to run that fast. Ready, set, turn and talk. One, two, three, eyes on me. Okay, we have just one more animal to hear about. And then remember, there's still more of this book if you'd like to go back and hear more. but this is the last one that we will read together.
Gray wolf. A gray wolf's feet are called paws too. When crossing snow, a gray wolf's toes separate and stretch apart. That makes its paws bigger and, like wearing snowshoes, spreads out its weight. This means its paws don't sink in as deep, which makes walking or running easier. Fact: a special network of tiny blood vessels helps keep a wolf's feet warm even on ice. If you had gray wolf feet, you could play barefoot in the snow and still have toasty warm tootsies.
I like how she says toasty warm tootsies. So now picture yourself with gray wolf feet. What would you do with your newfound superpower of being able to walk on top of snow and not sink in, and being able to keep those feet warm? Turn and tell someone next to you. One, two, three, eyes on me. Thank you so much for sharing. Wasn't that fun to think about? So now, guess what? We are going to choose one of those animals and think about whose feet we would want. So I'm going to go through the sheet with you. You'll find it in your Google Classroom if you're learning from home. If you're in school, your teacher will give it to you. Let's read through it. It says, what if you had animal feet? I would want, so you'll choose which animal you would want to be, which animal's feet you would want. So I would want blank feet. My footprint would look like this, and you're going to draw what the footprint would look like. Here is a picture of me with blank feet. You're going to draw a picture here. These feet would help me, and you're going to write how they would help you. So I'll show you the one that I did. I decided that I wanted wolf feet. So I wrote, I would want wolf feet. My footprint would look like this, and I drew what a wolf's footprint looks like. Here is a picture of me with wolf feet. And look, there's me with my big wolf feet. And then I wrote, these feet would help me keep warm in the snow. After you're finished filling out your activity sheet, if there's time left, you can also color it in. Now you can pause the video here to use this part of the video to help you in deciding which animal's feet you would most like. We have the kangaroo, the green basilisk lizard, the housefly, the cheetah, and the gray wolf. Okay, you can choose from any of those. This, you'll also find a printout that looks similar to this in your Google Classroom, or your teacher might hand it to you. So if you would like, you could also print it out. But this is nice and in color and won't use up any of your printer ink. So if you'd like to use this, by all means, be my guest. You can just pause it here. And don't forget, if you'd like to hear more of that book, you can click on that blue button up in the top right-hand corner and listen to the rest of that book, called What If You Had Animal Feet. It really is a very interesting book, and the book talks about a lot more animals than we have gone over together. So if you're interested in hearing more, I'll tell you the animals that you'll learn about after you finish your activity sheet. If you want to go back and listen to the rest of the book, you'll hear about the duck-billed platypus, the barn animal, the aardvark, the giant African millipede, the mountain goat, and the white rhinoceros. If you're interested in hearing about those animal feet after your activity sheet is done, you can go back and listen to the rest of the book. It's been so much fun learning with you all, first grade scientists. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.